Merrimack Skate Park rules. Use of safety equipment such as helmets, gloves, knee and elbow pads, wrist supports, and proper shoes is strongly recommended. Welcome to the Ollie. This is the basic setup for an Ollie. The back foot is placed on the tail, comfortably, and the front foot is placed right behind the bolts. This is Rob. He's crouching down to get a low center of mass, which is needed to get a high jump. The center of mass is the point in the system of bodies or an extended body at which the mass of the system may be considered to be concentrated and at which point forces may be considered to be applied. The Ollie is a transferring of forces. Here, Rob puts a great force on the tail. At the same time, he explosively raises his arms, which then leads to less force in the front of the board, making it go upwards. After Rob jumps up, he bounces like a bouncy ball and begins to pivot clockwise around his center of mass, and while jumping creates a large upward force in the back of the board. Now that Rob is in the air, he uses his foot as friction against the rough surface and continues to drag the board higher and higher into the air. At this point there is also drag versus thrust, the drag coming from the front foot going up the board and the thrust coming from the back foot popping up the Ollie. At this point in the Ollie, Rob starts to push his front foot down while lifting his back foot more so he can level out the board to get to its maximum height. Once at maximum height, gravity starts to take over and bring him back towards the ground. Rob then makes impact with the ground and starts to bend his legs so he can absorb the shock, and rolls away. In this slow motion Ollie, we can see the centripetal force, which is center seeking and moves a body along a curved path. In this Ollie, we can see the projectile motion in its parabolic state. He both starts and stops on relatively the same spot of each side of the ramp. Here are the physics concepts we've gone over so far. First one is friction, which is from the Ollie sliding up the board. The second one is projectile motion, which is the Ollie formation that is in the shape of a parabola. Concept number 3 is force, from pushing down at the start of the Ollie and at the maximum height of the Ollie to straighten it out before hitting the ground. Concept number 4 is centripetal force, or center-seeking force. This force causes the skateboard to move in a circular path. The fifth concept is the center of mass. Low center of mass helps get a bigger jump and, in turn, a higher Ollie. And the final concept is drag versus thrust. The drag from the front foot of the board and the thrust in the back causes an upward motion in the Ollie. So this is my experiment where I start my warm-up, and I'm going to be doing some Ollies over some objects to figure out my maximum height of my Ollie. So this is the water bottle laying down 6 centimeters. After one attempt, then we do 19 centimeters, also first attempt. This is on my 4th attempt on the Pepsi box, which is 24 centimeters. There's this box I'm trying to Ollie over here, and I can't get over it. I don't have enough speed to clear it. So I decided to take the lid off, which is a little higher. It's 29 centimeters. The box is only 23. And I put some Pepsi cans on the inside because it wouldn't stay up by itself. This is 34 centimeters, my maximum height. I put a little yellow thing on top of the box. And I do this in 2 attempts, and the one before this I did 6, but By now I have my foot placement all set up where I need it to be. I know how quickly I need to jump and where my foot setup should slide. And this is my second attempt, and I'm over it. So I tried ollie over 42 centimeters next, and as you can see, I don't really ever make it. That's my experiment.